Hi everyone, welcome back to GoLocal Live. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for joining us this very hot Tuesday afternoon here in downtown Providence. And would like to welcome back a familiar face, Kelly Nevins, the Executive Director of the Women's Fund of Rhode Island, to talk about a couple of upcoming events. So Kelly, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
I appreciate it. It's hard to believe. It's middle of July. Of course, 2019, not an election year, but looking towards 2020. Let's start off with the Run As You Are workshop for women interested in potentially running for office, being held on July 27th. Some very interesting numbers from the last institute. Of those who attended, 10 ran for office and 6 won. Will you take a little credit for that?
Absolutely, and I'll also say that we had 55 women participate at that time. Many of them helped the women who did run for office this time around, and many of them are planning to run in the next election cycle. So we're already still reaping those benefits, but we're gonna duplicate it and we're gonna build on it on July 27th.
So tell us a little bit about this, and in terms of there's all of the statistics about women running for office, about how many times a man has to be asked if he wants to run, how many times a woman has to be asked if she wants to run, because a lot of times it really is a lot more of a push to get women to run for office.
Absolutely. And what you talked about is true. Often it takes a lot less for men to consider running for office. And for women, we've got sort of this double jeopardy. When we go out and we campaign, people want to know who are taking care of our kids. How are we managing things back at home? And we at the Women's Fund say we can figure all of those things out. Women are really great at multitasking once they get to the point that they've made a decision to do that. But we absolutely encourage more women to run for office. At the Women's Fund, we're all about gender equity. So we would like to see that there's equity in all of the political positions across the state of Rhode Island and of course across the United States. This workshop will help women to just think about what it might be like for them to run for office. They'll think about their own campaign platform. What are they passionate about for? What are they going to run for? And then we'll talk about what does it mean to build infrastructure. What do you need in the campaign back office to help you be successful? And by the end of this day, you'll have a better sense of, I think I actually should do this, or, hey, I'm going to help that woman next to me run for office, or perhaps even, heck no, this is not for me. But the whole point is to get more women thinking about that piece.
And let's talk a little bit, it sounds like, again, it's the nuts and bolts, because this is nonpartisan.
Right, absolutely. It does not matter what your background is. You can be Democrat, you can be Republican, you can be independent, you could be, I don't know.
Libertarian.
You may not have figured it out. But what you will find is that through this, you'll have a better sense of what direction you would like to go. And again, you'll find colleagues who can help you think about those things even more. So, great program. We are encouraging the public to nominate a woman to run for office. And if you nominate somebody to run, both you, the nominator, and she, the nominee, can go to this program for free. Now, having said that, we're only charging $10 a person. So, either way, whether you nominate or not, it's still really low cost to think about what it would be like to run for office.
Okay, that's on July 27th. We'll be sure to provide the link if you're watching now or watching later. Now, for those who are interested in a more in-depth look at how legislation happens and what they can do to impact change up on Smith Hill, there is the Women's Policy Institute. Now, this is a 9-month fellowship program. So this is roll up your sleeves, really get into how to, again, affect change.
Yes, absolutely. And so a lot of this particular program is about strategic planning and about really thinking about what issue you want to drive moving forward. And the women and those who identify as female who go through this program actually choose a policy issue that they would like to see legislated. And they learn all about the policymaking process. So they learn about coalition building. They learn about messaging. They learn about how do I work with people from the opposite side of the aisle to try and create change, positive change for this community. So it's a great program. This program is actually free for participants thanks to a lot of donors who made it happen. However, it does require one Friday a month to participate. And we're actually doing an information session on August 1st at the Women's Fund where you can meet some of the prior participants. You can meet with our program facilitator and leader. She's going to talk all about how this program is run, and hopefully we'll get you to actually apply. Application deadline is August 15th.
Now you say that Friday a month, are we talking about a full day?
It is a full day, and it's a full day really learning again about the nuts and bolts of legislating policy and then actually building on your projects so that hopefully by the end of your program you will have affected some real change. And I will tell you, we've had some big wins from previous women's policy institutes. In 2013, our program participants helped to pass the temporary caregiver insurance law, which made Rhode Island one of the few states in the nation to give paid family leave. Just this year, participants from our 2016 Women's Policy Institute helped to pass or repeal the tampon tax. So these are real changes that people are working on through our program.
Now, do you find you have to ever be in the position to lobby employers or businesses to say, let these participants have this Friday a month to take part in, again, this is civic engagement?
Yeah, it is civic engagement. We see a lot of nonprofits who want to send their folks through the program, a lot of community organizations. Look, if you are a person who wants to help create real systemic change, this is something worth talking to us about. It's a leadership development opportunity, so it's not just about policy and advocacy. And maybe we can help you lobby your employer if that is what you need to do to become part of this program.
So plenty of opportunities with the Women's Fund of Rhode Island if you're interested in getting involved in politics. Let's go back at, again, the July 27th Run As You Are workshop, and again in August for the...
It's August 1st for the information
for the
session,
information
and
session.
the application is due on August 15th.
Application's due on August 15th, and if selected, when does the program begin?
It begins in September, late September. It'll be during the school season.
Okay, back when, gosh, when the
I know,
summer came,
right.
summer is flying by here. But wanted to keep you, the viewer, friends, and family informed of what's taking place at the Women's Fund of Rhode Island. So Kelly Nevins, thank you for coming in
thank
today.
you.
I appreciate it. We appreciate your watching here in Go Local Live in downtown Providence. We'll be back with more live tomorrow on Wednesday. Of course, find us on GoLocalProv.com and on Facebook. I'm Go Local News Editor Kate Nagel.